Hey everyone, Nicola Light here. Remember us all back into the light. It's all about energy, it's all about flow, it's all about healing on this channel. I do hope that you are well and that you are moving through your awareness of who you truly are to a greater degree. For once you know who you truly are, you'll be able to expand into that beautiful journey of joy upon the planet, reinstating your original template of being, moving out of the illusion. You start to see thyself. And is that what I bring for you today is about seeing your restrictions or your cycles and patterns to break through that mind barrier. It's the final frontier. I speak about this in my new book that is coming forward in the new year. It is called The Palladian Handbook for Human Ascension. I speak about it to a degree, but what I'm going to move into is this video and also being told that there is another book to come. So within that book itself, it holds a lot of information about energy, and I'm deepening into it today for you for my second full book. Okay, I've just been told, and I'm just telling you here on this video itself. So on Monday, I posted a video, part of a playlist of 2 other videos that was the week before. So go check out those playlists. But this particular video, I want to talk about the ancestral line and the connection to a perceived reality of what we have hooked into that we think that we are destined for. So I'm going to sort of like just disclose a little bit. I did a distant healing with a couple of people prior to actually creating this video itself, and this intelligence came through a deepening into the understanding of it as I started to deepen and see the barriers of the mind. Now, within the last video, you would have seen this particular drawing, this beautiful illustration of a balanced state as a creator being in its own right, from a high level of understanding and a full force of balance. And within the mind, we have these mind blocks, the mind barriers that come in, that we're moving out from the mind, connecting to heart, so that we can then expand into the other layers of reality, interdimensional integration, into celestial beingness, and far beyond. But I want to sort of find out, well, why is it that we may find ourselves in a sense of block? So I'm going to rub out, erase, I should say, erase the barriers and the boundaries, and seeing the interaction with ancestral beingness. So let me just move into this. I'm going to get a purple pen now. So here we go. There is you standing within all of your glory. You are balanced within your own right, and you're moving the energy down to the original template of the Earth system. So you're moving down and you're plugged in up. So you have this sense of awareness around you. But from the past now moments, there may be individuals that have been in your life that are your ancestors. Maybe is a silly thing to say, because actually we all have ancestors. So within the body itself, there is a link between this body and this body. And within reality, you may have also created other bodies within the reality that then hold this linear line of experience. So there is you that stands in the center. So you're well on your journey then into awakening within yourself and opening up the energetic field. But you may find that there's restrictions, not only in the mental body, but also within the perception of ancestry, which creates a little bit of a block within the mind also, because there's a subconscious thing that's going on in the mind complex. So let us look at that. So within the mind, you would have seen your grandparents or your mother or your father having a sense of ill within the body. They might have died from a heart attack or some sort of other illness, not to belittle anything that people go through, but there is a trait. Now, as an individual person, you would have seen through your eyes the aging of this individual. okay? And the dis-ease within this individual, disease. So this is only words, these are only wordings, this is an interpretation of reality. You see the falling apart of the physical body, of the ailments that come in. And again, I'm not belittling anybody's experiences from ill health. This is only just a depiction of what goes on, without any judgment of it. Okay. Yeah. So we see the aging process, that over the time. So if we put time involved here, then we go tick, tick, tock. So there's a tick tock where then we create through time that we are going to go this same way, aren't we? We're going this same way. We find ourselves thinking to ourselves, this is what I'm going to turn into because I'm so like my mum. I'm so like my dad. I'm so like my grandparents. And there becomes like this mind block that comes in here that links into the mind of the past. Okay, there's a link, there's a linear link to your mind block of creation, to their mind block of creation, because everybody ages, don't they? Everybody goes into some sort of fall, a default where the body starts to go into deterioration. That's how we perceive reality to be. That is within our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind, a suppressive energy, dictates this. As a creator upon the planet, we can shift this reality from an energetic flowing system, pinpointed perception of reality, to say, no, I do not conform to this. Synchronistically, the universe will bring us in practices and food sources and alignments to understanding how to run the physical body from holistic perspective of understanding. But I'm talking about your mental barriers, your mental block, your subconscious understanding of reality. When we can reprogram the whole perception of reality into the original template, which does not hold duality in any effect or form, but runs it at a fluid position of heaven on earth, where we decide a process of how we decide we want to look, to behave, and to be. The synchronicities of the universe comes in where we start to morph and change into that reality when we let go of our ancestral perception of reality. We influx that energy in and we download the data into our children. By holding this energy that sits within us, they feed into this link, into the linear line, back into this individual here. So the more that we heal ourselves through our journey, the more we will impact into their position of being, their perception of reality. If they are too much in their mind and they are not moving into flow state, they will hold that form of what they sin in that position, skip past you into this perception. You cannot do the healing for them. They must come online so they start to see and anchor into a sense of balance within themselves. All we can do is stay focused on self, fortify that energy, speak our truth, be authentic, show people the way, seed within the reality how I am doing it, for them then to step into what it is that they can do. So forward trajectory for our friends and family and members that are so close to us will then see the impact with what it is that we do within ourselves, that then show the synchronicities of the universe to come forward in actually then holding that light within ourselves and then actually being a way shower. This is how I do it type energy. So how to release the mind block of that of the ancestral. You are the creator of your reality. And how do we do that? Is one simple word, is we place in an intention. And because an intention is created from mind, this is all powerful. Mind then creates. Therefore, mind with an intention will balance the energy into full force of holding, of cutting those ties and contracts. There may be a deepening within that position. There may be something that is hooking into the system, which is another subject entirely. But if we're running at a program without all of these sort of like distorted and infiltration type of energy that running through, or a mind block within ourselves that cannot get through to that part, then there are people like myself that can then go in from a high perspective understanding and unhook you from those cause and contracts and karmic looping systems, etc. But knowing your own force of energy, knowing that you're a creator being, reclaiming yourself back into sovereignty, will enable you to then move forward in full force into understanding how to do it yourself without the uses of me. I'm here so that you are then empowered to do it yourself. Completely the 8 program, the 8 steps to a balanced you is here. All of these processes, protocols, all the videos that I present are for me initially, but for you as you align to and synchronistically are aligning to these videos. It's not for everybody, this content, not until they are ready to receive the information, as there is a passage of information that comes in to your awareness that the universe will present. If you don't understand it fully, you're not ready for this stage of and step of the evolution. But there'll come a time when this video might come back into your life that you go like, I get what she's talking about now. Okay? We are way showers. We are here. We are here to shift this reality. But we cannot shift this reality if we do not move through our mind blocks of our perception of reality. We are not just our mind. We are not just our body. We are so much more than that. So start connecting to all of those aspects of yourself. Start to connect to yourself, moving past that mental field, that mental barrier that sits in many of us. But as we move and dissolve that distortion and tap into the heights of who we are, into the depths of who we are, we start to ignite all into those energetic bodies where we start to move into the perception of seeing interdimensionally, seeing past the veil of amnesia, seeing past the mind perception of reality, moving into astral, moving into the esoteric realms of reality, into celestial beingness, into remote viewing, into bringing in our gifts and talents of our light language, which are keys to ignite within us the true potential of our human capabilities of becoming a pure light creator upon the planet, into calling everything forward so that we then rise in our vibration. That is the ascension. It's the only way. The only way is up. I'm not having it of any devolution within this lifetime. Not at all. And neither should you. It is about seeing that restricts to see, to see, to see, that will unveil the key components to enable you to see past who you are not. Giandadasya bukum bakai sha'a. Nana ant akai ushbant a'a. Dana an sale quat antaki sul osh matan taki en a. Dana antolo stat antaki man anta e shu mai. Dan anta la shuk ol ati man anta a shon olai. It is about moving through what it is that you speak about yourself, how you perceive the reality to be. It is the connection to your heart. It's the embodiment into pure creation. It is the movement into understanding your flowing system. It is the movement into seeing the emotion that you are not, the seeing of this, the seeing of that, in all of its entirety, to hold the light, to raise the vibration, to settle the ego into seeing that it's all for the greater good, that all it is that sits here in consciousness of the breath is embodied into your body unit, and there is where the body runs at its optimum speed. And it is to stretch the body, it is to morph and change through the reality into then seeing it for what it is. And there we sit, and there we stand, and there we lay in this beautiful vibration of love and authentic self coming through, shining deeper and deeper into yourself. So let go of your ancestral lines of deconstruction. Let go of all of that suppressive, subconscious mind control that sits within you. For you are the light you are. And I am here to assist you, only but just to the point where you feel empowered to move forward. Let me give you the gifts and the talents and the seeing to amplify the energetic field so that you move forward with that confidence and commitment into that healing journey, the bringing down of all of it, right down to your boots, right down to your heel. I cannot say it enough. Okay, I cannot say it enough. I am moving through this with confidence and pride, and whether that's the right word or not, and that's quite an interesting choice of word, but it is a place of commitment and seeing, why did I use the word pride? It doesn't matter. After all, it's only me seeing that I said it. It's an openness, an awareness, a seeing of your being that you can move through into the pure light that you are. Okay? So I'm going to leave the video there at 1555, which was so very poignant for me as a number. Just sit with that and the deep realization you're on the right track. Okay, you got this. Check out all the links below. Consider the 8 program. It really is helping many, many people. Have a little look. See if you want to work with me one-to-one. It's nicolalight.com. See you all very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.